This has been my first year on YouTube, and it's been a good year. I've had ups and downs, I've hit walls, but I've really enjoyed it. So I want to recap the year by just ranking and talking about all the games that I've played on the channel so far. You can see we've done 132 videos. Thank you to everyone that subscribed. And we played a good variety of games. So we're going to jump in and rank them. So we have a lot of games here. A lot of games. And I'm going to go with a rough order. So basically from the start, which our very first game was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And quite simply, unbelievable. It's my personal favourite game of the year. There were some close seconds, but I just loved everything about this game. And honestly, if you've not played it, it's one of the best RPGs that I can think of in modern years. I loved it. The next game that we played on the channel, PGA Tour 2K. I liked it. It's a simple, they're sort of the same game every year, just with very minor tweaks. There's a lot of games like them, Call of Duty, FIFA, or FC now. And it just sort of fits in that bracket. It's one of those games that I generally buy every couple of years. And not much changes, but you know, just sometimes you fancy jumping in, playing a bit of golf. And yeah, I liked it. I liked it. There was nothing special, but nothing bad about it. So the next game that we played would have been Farming Simulator 25. So I'm going to put that again. I'm going to put it high on I liked it because I didn't quite love it. And I stopped playing the game midway through because I think it happens to a lot of people is that at some point you sort of hit a wall and it just becomes a bit mundane, a bit samey for me. And maybe if I'd have got through that period, it would have got better, but I just didn't. But I liked it. I liked the time that I spent playing it. But yeah, I think it's definitely better than PGA Tour. There's a lot more to Farming Simulator. So yeah, it goes middle of the road. The next game is Clair Obscur. Now, I've already ruined that Unbelievable gets Kingdom Come Deliverance. And this is the closest to it. And I know 99% of you are going to put Clair Obscur Expedition 33 above Kingdom Come Deliverance. And I get it. It changed the game. It's a beautiful story, beautiful world. I loved the gameplay mechanics. I thought they were great. Genuinely, it is an unbelievable game. But I just preferred Kingdom Come Deliverance. Alright, our next game, Subnautica, the first one. I hadn't played it before. Absolutely loved it. In fact, I loved it so much. I'm putting it in unbelievable. It's right up there for me, and I can see why it's so popular, why everyone is so excited for the second game. Technically third game, but we'll get onto that. Loved it. I played this on live stream to begin with and then switched over to recorded videos. The people on the live streams were so good, so helpful to me because I was terrified when I first got in that game. And I'm so glad I stuck with it. It's absolutely unbelievable. If you've not played it, get it. It's unreal. And now we start getting into where I changed the way that I made my videos, changed my content, is when I started jumping into more discovery style stuff. So we started doing the 5 random games, which we would have started with most popular games. So the 5 most downloaded on Steam. And we got a good amount of games on that one. So I know that we had Warframe. That goes in, I loved it. I played it quite a bit off screen since then. Community's good. The gameplay is brilliant. I was wrong before when I said it was just like Destiny. It's better than Destiny. It's actually free as well. You don't get too much locked behind stuff like paywalls. Genuinely loved it. What else was in that one? So we had Game of Thrones King's Road. I liked it. I'd put it between the two. It's not quite as good as Farming Simulator, but I had a lot of fun. I liked the story. Was a little bit buggy when I did because I revisited it in a video a couple of weeks after the 5 randoms, so I gave it a bit more time. And yeah, it was, I think my ranking in the 5 randoms was fair. I liked it. I thought it was good, but it wasn't amazing. I didn't want to carry on playing it forever. What else was in that first video? Just looking through these lists here. Supermarket Together. That's going to go top of I liked it. Let me just move that, because I had so much fun, and I was just playing it on my own. If I was playing it with friends, I think that game would have been incredible. There's a chance that could have moved up, but yeah, I really liked it. You should check it out. That's free. And yeah, it's addictive. Very addictive. What else was on that one then? There was... Oh, we got Governors of Poker on here twice. Well, it's a stinker, so that's an easy ranking. That, awful. Absolutely awful. Don't play it. There's so many poker games out there. I don't really want to give it any more time of day than I need to. Stinker. We seem to have Supermarket Together on there 3 times. Let's just move these down because they're going to start confusing me. Alright, so once we'd done that 5 randoms, we actually moved on because we'd finished Kingdom Come Deliverance and we were approaching Halloween. So we jumped into The Quarry, which I really liked. I would probably... This is quite a tricky one to rank. I'm going to put it in I loved it, but it's going to be low on I loved it because I think after playing some... Well, we'll get to them, but after playing some other games of these choice-based games, it just wasn't as interactive as the others. It felt like I was in a movie. I was watching a movie, which I sometimes made choices for, but I did enjoy the story. I did enjoy that movie. So I'm going to keep it in I loved it because I did. But it's probably going to be at the bottom of I loved it once we get through a couple of these other games. So next game, we revisited Halo Combat Evolved. And it's going above that. It's a classic. It's a classic for a reason. It still holds up. Even with the, I had the anniversary, I was playing the Master Chief Collection. So I think it's a fair, I loved it. It's above The Quarry, but below Warframe because Warframe is just newer. There's just so much more going on with it. Our 5 randoms that we played, the Halloween games. So this is all around Halloween time. I think Halo was just a bit before. Again, we did have a good range of games, but not all of them were great. So Garten of Banban, I liked it. I wouldn't put it above these, but I would put it above 2K. The problem with that was that it was just so short. And I think I saw there was about 7 or 8 different games. But that first game was good. It was good. I was really into it. I just wish it was a little bit longer. Another game on that list was Ultimate Custom Night. So I thought this was Five Nights at Freddy's, which it kind of is. I enjoyed it, but I think I ranked it too high the first time I did it. I'm actually going to put it below 2K on that. And the reason is that I didn't have a clue what I was doing. And it didn't really tell me what I was doing. It just sort of assumed that I would know all the different creatures or that I was going to go read through their little description thing, which I didn't. But even once I did read a couple of the descriptions, like I knew which direction they were coming from. Yeah, I just wasn't into it as much as I initially thought I was. I know it sounds strange, but in fact, I'm moving it down into a bit meh because it just was a bit meh. Another game in that 5 randoms was Welcome to Dust Town. Now this is almost as close as Kingdom Come and Clair Obscur. of which I think is worse. And I think Dust Town is worse. It was awful. It was crashing, it was buggy, it was boring. Less I say about it, the better. It's probably going to be bottom of our list. SCP Ninetale Fox, I'll put it in a bit meh. I liked a few of the mechanics. I liked the blinking. I thought that was quite cool. We did have quite a few bugs. The atmosphere was quite cool, but we got to a point where we sort of got stuck, and that's probably on me, but yeah, I don't know. It just didn't really hit for me. It was a bit meh. Another game in our 5 random horror games, Soul Dossier. I'm going to put it in I liked it. I'm putting it above Garten of Banban. It was different. It reminded me a bit of Manhunt, where you could play the goodie, the baddie, you're being chased when you're the chaser, and I liked that. It was fun. It didn't try to be too scary. It wasn't trying to be anything other than fun. So I'm keeping that in I liked it. Oh, I think I missed a game from our first 5 randoms. Dead Frontier. That's going in I liked it. It's going below these two, but above Game of Thrones. Good game. You can play with friends. I barely scratched the surface with it. I only had 30 minutes for that game. It left a mark on me. Like I really liked when I went into the hotel. I was just searching around, and then something with a bucket on his head with spikes coming out everywhere. Yeah, it deserves I liked it. It was fun. So we also did a 5 randoms on some Xbox games. So we did Bleeding Edge. Unfortunately, it's going in as a stinker. I'm still putting it above Governors of Poker and Dust Town. And all it had was a tutorial. Sort of lost track of the order here, but I'm just checking games out now. Unnamed Space Idol, bit meh, probably bottom of that. Kato, liked it. Probably going to put it... I'm going to put it above Soul Dossier. It was a demo, and it would actually be higher. It'd probably be, and I loved it if it wasn't a demo. But it's a free game, and the demo was pretty big. And I liked it. It was just a fun platform, a really simple game. Pirates Vikings, bit meh. Probably going to put it above Ultimate Custom Night. Children of Clay, I liked it. Bottom of I liked it though, because it was so short. But it was almost like a proof of concept type game. And I hope that they're going to do something else in the future, the studio, because it was genuinely a lot of fun. Alright, Killer Instinct. This feels a bit harsh, but I'm putting it in stinker. And the only reason I'm doing that is because they sell themselves as a free game. But when you get in there, you get 1 free character. Right, we're going to go Portal next. And again, I'm putting it above Halo. This is how much I loved it, especially on this replay through. Because I remember when I played it before and I thought, this is really cool. Obviously, the mechanic's amazing. But this time, it just sort of hit me more. You really appreciate it all these years later because nobody's done it since. Nobody's achieved what Portal achieved with such a simple idea that came as part of a package deal. Ooh, next on our list will be First Descendant. I'm putting it a bit meh. I'm putting it above Ninetale Fox. It's too similar to so many games and it doesn't do anything special. Next game, Disney Speedstorm. I almost wish I had 2 thumbnails for this because I would put it in stinker and I loved it. Weirdest game, hardest game in the world to rank for me. I'm putting I liked it. The gameplay deserves more credit than a stinker. Gameplay is amazing. The racing is fun. Aggressive monetization is the only reason it's not up there with Warframe and Portal. Unravel, loved it. Again, this is going above Halo. First time I played it was this year, and it's the only game on this list that genuinely made me cry. And it sounds soppy, I know, but there's no dialogue in it. It's so impressive. The platforming's fun, exactly what you go into the game hoping for. But the story got me, and I mean, if anyone suffered grief in their lives, which most of us have, it really hits home. That little ball of yarn really does tug at your heartstrings. Star Wars, The Old Republic. It's going top of I liked it. I cannot put it in the same bracket as these games above it. Zelda Singularity, liked it. It's going above Dead Frontier, but below Farming Sim. Next, Subnautica, below Zero. Now this might be controversial to you Subnautica fans. I think I need to readjust this, but I'm putting it in I loved it. I am putting it above Warframe. And I'm starting to think that maybe I would go more like that. I feel more comfortable with that. Sorry, Portal was incredible. But I have played it before. No. I'm sorry, I'm overthinking this. But Subnautica, below Zero, definitely deserves I loved it. Yes, it was different from the first game. Yes, it was a bit shorter, a bit easier than the first game. But you've got to give them credit for what they've done with that game. The ice worm was terrifying. The different biomes. The fact that they carried on the story from Subnautica 1 and they lent into the story more in this one. I genuinely think that Subnautica 1 and Below Zero are designed for two different types of gamer. They're both survival games, they both have similar mechanics with that, but Below Zero leans more into the story, whereas Subnautica 1 leans more into survival. So Subnautica 1 for me is my preferred one, but doesn't make Below Zero a bad game. It just makes it different, and I like that. And I am excited for Subnautica 2. Next is Dispatch. Loved it, absolutely loved it. It's going at the top. Going at the top of I loved it. Can't put it in to Unbelievable because I sunk many hours into those three games at the top there. But easily my favourite out of these games that are on I loved it. The story was amazing. The acting was pretty good. I loved the world of Dispatch. I thought it was great. I don't really have anything else to say about it. Loved it. I'm sure you've all played it. I'm sure you all loved it. So next is our most recently played game. And that is Detroit Become Human. Quite frankly, it's going in I loved it. Because I did love it. Genuinely loved the story. Loved the characters in it. It almost felt like that reality is quite close, you know, like it's reaching distance, not the exact same, but you know what I mean. The choices seemed like they mattered more. The story was so much better than I thought it was going to be. I loved the interactive stuff. Everything seemed to have a purpose, and there were so many choices, so many different flowchart paths that it makes you want to go back and play it. Not many choice games, story games like that have the replayability of Detroit Become Human, which almost makes me feel bad that The Quarry is there. I'm going to move The Quarry down to the top of I liked it. It's just not on the same level as those games in I loved it. But yeah, I'm happy with this list. I know this right here is going to be controversial. But we all have our own opinions of games. So please let me know your opinion down below. I know many of you are going to say it's Expedition 33 and it swept all the awards. But Kingdom Come Deliverance for me was my favourite game I played this year, and it was the first one that I played on the channel. So next year, carrying on as normal, I'm going to probably lean into playing more games like a Kingdom Come Deliverance, games that I'm just really excited for. I'm not going to force myself into algorithm games, you know. I'm going to stick with playing games that I want to play. And hey, that may mean this channel doesn't grow or grow very fast, but ultimately I want to have fun. We all want to play games that we like the look of, and hopefully I can help you next year find the next game. But again, thank you all for watching this year. Thank you all for liking, commenting, anyone that's subscribed. Next year, we're going to carry on exactly the same. Maybe play some new games, and 2026 is looking like a fantastic year for games, so make sure you're subscribed. Now, it's time to roll the montage.
Come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you, tell you I need you, tell you I set you apart. Tell me your secrets and ask me your questions. Now let's go back to the start. Running in circles, coming in tails, heads on the sides apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Oh, take me back to the start. I was just guessing
old enough to be my mother.
More Rosa
You could
than
do with a bit of
Catherine.
mothering. Besides, a well-built lass like that, she'll see you through the hardest of times.
What a game.